all you hungry viewers. Today's recipe we're going to do kind of a kicked up adult style mac and cheese. So this is kind of fun. It'll be a little bit like the yellow mac and cheese like the kids like, and a little bit with the white cheese. We're going to use mozzarella in that. So it'll be a little bit fancier, and I'm going to kick it up with some peppers. So that should be exciting. So I'm going to bring you down here again so you can watch me fill the jar, and we'll get started. I finally found my canning funnel. Didn't have that last night, but it's been a great help. So obviously the first ingredient that we're going to use here is our Thrive elbow macaroni. And we're going to put in 1.5 cups into our jar. And this is Durham wheat pasta, which is the heartiest pasta. So it's going to be really filling. So this will be like a macaroni and cheese dinner more than like a side dish. Okay, got our mac in there. And then next we're going to add some instant milk. You ever hear that dog ate my homework kind of thing? Well, my can opener ate my Thrive can. I had a pretty dull can opener and I had to wrestle with that. So my milk and my cheese actually I have in these plastic containers instead of the cans, so we'll just deal with that, right? So I'll take 1/2 cup of the instant milk and put that right on top of the macaroni. Woof! It went poof. Okay. I'm going to take my spoon and flatten that out a bit. So we have our nice pretty layers going on here. Okay. And then our Thrive cheese blend powder. And we're going to put that right on top of the milk. Now this is a great cheese blend. It's not like the Kraft macaroni and cheese blend. It's a little bit different. It actually melts like real cheese. It comes out like a stringy cheese sauce. It's kind of neat. So 1/4 cup of that right on top of the milk. Okay. Give that a little spread. You know, macaroni and cheese is one of my favorite comfort foods. It always has been. I like the baked version the best, with lots and lots of cheese. And one of the best macaroni and cheese side dishes that I ever had was at this fancy steakhouse up in Cave Creek, Arizona, and it's at a steakhouse called Cartwright's, and it was the most amazing, gooey, cheesy, white macaroni and cheese. It had some onions and bell peppers and bacon in it, and I think the bacon is what did it for me, because, you know, I'm such a huge bacon fan. So I think that really did it for me, but it was so delicious. It was the best mac and cheese ever. So to make this a bit creamy, we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of Thrive sour cream powder right on top of our cheese blend. And then right on top of the sour cream, we're going to throw in Thrive bechamel sauce. Now again, the bechamel is one of our newer products, and this you can make Alfredo sauce, any creamy white sauce, and it's also a great substitute for cream. If you don't have any cream on hand to make your cream sauces, just throw in some bechamel. And this will thicken it up as if you were adding like cornstarch or something, but it adds a creamy sauce flavor. So, okay, these will blend together a little bit on that layer. Okay, tap that down, and then we're going to throw in some butter powder. Of course, this will make it nice and buttery, just as if you were adding real butter to your mac and cheese. And we're going to throw in 2 tablespoons of that. These are all the same color, so you're not going to get too much of a variance in this layer right here. This will give this a good butter flavor. Okay. some chicken bouillon, a little bit of flavor. And Thrive chicken bouillon is so good. You can use this in any soup or for any chicken flavor. I use this when I cook my rice. I do my rice in the pressure cooker, so in with the water, I'll put some chicken bouillon and it just like infuses it right into the rice. It's so good. So 2 teaspoons of this. Here, I'm going to take this out and see if I can get this around the edge for that pretty yellow layer. Okay. And then next, we're going to add a tablespoon of the Thrive salad seasoning mix. Now I chose this one because I thought it would be a good blend with the peppers that I'm going to put in there. And this is just a blend of some freeze-dried onions, some garlic, and parsley. So it's a nice mild blend, but it smells so good. And this is good on any salads or to spice up any little dish. Just some onions and garlic and parsley. It's a pretty good neutral blend. So there's a pretty good green seasoned layer. So I get that all the way around. Okay. And then just a teaspoon of salt. Our Thrive iodized salt here. Don't need too much because that bouillon's got some salt in it too. And then next we're going to add the Thrive mozzarella cheese. And this would also be excellent with the Monterey Jack cheese, which is actually on sale till the end of August, so make sure you grab some of that. And this will actually rehydrate in the pot when we boil it, and it'll melt once it's rehydrated and get all yummy gooey in there. I would like that. Gooier the better, right? Okay, pack that cheese down in there. Make room for our peppers. Awesome! So I'm going to put red bell peppers on top here. This is actually one of my favorite snacks. See that? Watch this. See how crisp that is? Oh, it's so good. I love the Thrive red bell peppers as a snack. They're just good. You know what? I'm only going to put 1/4 cup in here. So, oh, sorry. 1/3 cup. Let's go 1/3 cup. Right in between. Put that right on top of our cheese. Pack that down. And you can crush these up too. They might crush a little bit when you're making the macaroni and cheese, so you don't have huge chunks in there. And last but not least, dried green chilies. One of my other favorites. I love the flavor of green chilies. They're not too hot. They have an awesome, awesome flavor. So right there on top, we've got green chilies. And again, you could put an oxygen absorber right in the top here to make your macaroni and cheese last a little bit longer. The shelf life on these, you know, probably a few months, 3 to 6 months maybe, without the oxygen absorber. But hopefully you'll want to make this up even faster than that, so you don't have it sitting around, right? So again, these make great gifts for the macaroni and cheese lover in your family. It's so pretty. You have all those nice little colors right in there. And to make this up, we're going to use a third of a cup. No, sorry. 3 cups, not a third. That won't be enough. 3 cups of boiling water, and then just empty the contents of the jar right in there. And you're going to want to cook that for about 15 to 20 minutes until the macaroni gets tender and that sauce gets nice and thick and everything's all happy in there. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for the next one.